What is up, my nub and nub bets? It's your boy Swiggity Swooty here, and I'll be coming for that booty. Welcome to the brand new episodes for Spotify or YouTube, depending on the platform you're watching on, of Dungeons and Dumbasses. This is episode 1 of the series, so if you're starting out watching our series, I would definitely suggest episode 1, not 2 or 3. Start with this episode. Please, trust me. You'll thank me later because you'll be really confused when you go to episode 2 without watching 1. Alright, so I'm going to pass the mic around, and when it comes back to me, I'll introduce my character. Now, I know, as a DM, you shouldn't regularly play a character in the game, period, but I kind of have it set up, and you guys will understand later. You'll get it. You'll get it. Alright, so I'm going to pass the mic off to old Dusty here. Dusty, take it away.
Hey guys, it's old Dusty. I'm here. I'm just going to play a ranger character, wood elf. You know, we're all going to have some fun. Welcome to Dungeon and Dumbasses. That's what I would like to say. Anyways, I'll pass it back over to Swiggity so he can introduce the next character.
Hey, Dusty, why don't you give them, the audience, that smooth Keanu Reeves voice of your character?
Hey guys, my name is Varys Liaton. I'm the Wood Elf Ranger. I'm going to kill everybody. It's going to be a massacre in this podcast, let me tell you that.
Okay, coming up next is going to be Clammy's character, who's also a wood elf. Take it away, Clammy.
Yeah, like he said, my character's a wood elf as well. Not a ranger, I'm a monk though. I never played it. I'm excited. I'm excited.
You're a ranger now, Clammy. Own up to it. I'm kidding. You can stay a monk for now. Alright, so we're going to pass it off to Old Cream. He probably doesn't even know that he's in the middle of a podcast at all. He's kind of lost. So, Old Cream, take it away.
Yeah, I'm a human wizard. I'm glad to be here, happy to be here, and I can't wait to see what comes, you know.
Can old Dusty just add in real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm really sure Old Cream has no idea where he's at right now. We can tell by his voice.
As long as
Yeah,
they're treating him good in that nursing home, I think he'll be just fine. All right, guys. So really quick, we're gonna go through the introduction of the world of Dungeons and Dragons. It's a homebrew game that we're actually playing today, and it's based off the 5.0 edition of Dungeons and Dragons. But instead, we're calling it Dumbasses and Dragons, which also, Dungeons and Dumbasses. I know it's different, but that's what the campaign's going to be named, is Dumbasses and Dragons. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so let's start off with the intro. So our setting is going to be obviously a medieval environment because it's Dungeons and Dragons. If you didn't expect it to be like medieval. Okay, so it's kind of more of a pre-medieval time period, so you're not going to see a lot of advances that you would see in other campaigns. It can eventually evolve into these advances, but right now we're starting off pretty early in this kingdom for mythical stuff. You'll get it in a second. So pretty much our political system is set up around feudalism, and we have kings and land and all that stuff and territories that we're going to be dealing with later on in the games. Alright, so pretty much at the beginning, humans are going to be the dominant species, and many real-world creatures roam the forest and terrain foraging for food. Humans have made no contact with any of the new species being introduced, leaving interactions awkward and suspicious. And there's some interaction, but a lot of species keep to themselves and away from the humans. The ones that have probably met a pretty grim fate or have been completely persecuted for exactly what they are, different species. So we're going to start off. In the year 1237... humans have evolved into kingdoms and clans to provide basic survival and progress. Farming and hunting were the profession of a man with a good character. The hills flowed water and nutrients to the land, providing ample crops and untold beauties from far and wide. Kings and dukes ruled with passion and love for their people in the kingdom of Everdeen, leading to advances in the arts and cultures. Many races came from far and wide to reap the benefits of the kingdom. Now, races I'm speaking of is more human races that we see on Earth today, not any other type of creatures. A city of dreams and opportunities became the motto of the realm for the people who lived in Everdeen. As time grew on, mages and clerics set colleges in the mountains while the bards and warriors set forth to claim new land for the king. Many other kingdoms formed alliances in good faith with Everdeen, opening up routes and caravans for miles throughout the realm of Elise. By the year 1358, peace became no more for Everdeen when other kingdoms' lands became barren and harsh. Evil took the land as the mages chose sides. Some sided with Everdeen, while the majority fought for the kingdom to the east. The mountains roared like a mighty trumpet for 3 days, and then silence filled the land. Ash fell from the skies and the air grew thick. The clerics left the mountains for Everdeen to warn the people of the mages' malcontent. They then formed strong bonds between man and his religion and set out to stop the mages from causing the collapse of the kingdoms. The paladins took flight to the mountains, but were too late. The mages sealed themselves in a barrier where none could enter. The Grand Mage Thorin sent fire from the heavens to wipe out the paladins as they rode back to Everdeen. The paladins escorted farmers in small towns into larger cities, but few survived from the hailstorm of fire. Laws were then sown, and mages were outcasted upon the charges of death by the king. During the year of 1363 to 1372, the mages were no more in those lands. Religion and fear ruled the lands as the king ruled with an iron fist. The Paladins Guild became known as the Enforcers, going house to house recruiting young males and people with the gift. The Gifted became the names of the Clerics Guild across Everdeen. Mages hid in the forests and caves of the land, practicing their magic and selling cures to small villages that would take them in. Barbarians and highwaymen ruled the routes, extorting travelers and refugees as they passed between the towns. The laws became blurred for many of the citizens of Everdeen, leaving little room for heroes and legends of old. As the days grew longer, in 1421, the Grand Mage Thorin lay on his deathbed, breathing his final breaths. In his last hour, he cursed the lands of Elise with a plague of rifts. His soul damned, he breathed one final breath and closed his eyes. The mages sealed his soul in a crystal, broke it, then scattered it across the land and the mountains. Due to his curse, every 2 years a new portal would open, throwing creatures and monsters in the realm of Elise to ravage the lands. The elves and goblins were the first to come. Taking shelter in the forests and caves with the mages, they formed alliances and hordes amongst their communities. As the elves preserved their culture and stayed away from the humans, the goblins pillaged and raped their clans into the minds of every child and woman across the land. Some goblins joined the tribes of the barbarians and highwaymen, taking advantage of easy targets. By the year 1425, orcs, trolls, tieflings, dwarves, skinwalkers, minotaurs, and other creatures ventured into Elise, taking land and resources to claim their new homes. The dwarves were the first to breach the mage's shield over the mountains, hiding deep within the heart of Gondor, the tallest mountain on Everdeen's eastern border. The orcs rode off farther east with the passage from the mages to the lands of Ire, a barren, desert, tropical biome. The other monsters and creatures found caves and dungeons of old to claim as their new home. This is where our hero's story begins. Alright, boys, you can all unmute yourselves real quick.
A single tear was shed after that story was told to me.
Alright, guys, so, the setting. You guys are the 4 heroes. So, we have 2 wood elves, we have a wizard, and we have me, which I know I didn't introduce myself earlier because I was waiting for this, the absolutely stupid half-orc barbarian. Just a little side note to that, there is no way a half-orc barbarian is going to be able to ever solve any puzzles a DM can throw at them, so you guys are going to have fun with that, alright? So starting out, because you guys are all outcast, you were captured inside the town of Illideth. When you guys were captured and brought as prisoners, the king sent command that anybody that was deemed prisoners at that time to go search for a magical surge coming from the old tombs to see what was the cause of this magic. So he sent you guys forward and made you venture forth to find the source of the power. Are you guys ready to take on this source of the power?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Alright. So, for a few days, you guys traveled through the woods, venturing far and wide, trying to find the source of the power. Pretty much, Old Cream is your seeing eye dog. He's like your bloodhound. He can kind of sense a little bit of magic because he's a wizard. So he's kind of like your lead, alright, for this adventure. So hopefully you guys will take notes with him and work along with him to help find this magical trail. So I'm going to let you guys start making your decisions now. Go ahead and have fun.
All right. I think we need to set up a marching order. So I think
Well, you're not
the
opposed
big
to that.
muscles, they need to be in the front.
Uh,
So that's you, Grognak. Get in the front. I'll be right behind you, leading everybody. And then
why Grognak trust, the wizard, man? Why Grognak trust wizard? Wizard set Grognak up. I'm here for freedom. Grognak not here to die.
I'm honestly gonna have to agree with Grugnak here. I'm really not here to die either. I'm here
Look
to
out.
actually kill some guys.
we'll get to the killing and we'll get to the living in a minute. As soon as we find the source of power, and then yeah. So we need the ranger in the back. Maybe the monk in the middle.
Huh.
And then we'll get
You
going.
think I
Yeah.
sit in the back? You got another thing coming for you, kid.
I will go wherever I am needed.
All right.
Who's this guy?
Can I cast a minor illusion in the woods to create a little like a crack of a branch as a distraction?
You may.
Epic.
Go ahead and roll your d20.
All right. Hold on a second. All right. I got a 2.
That's just a great start, guys. That is absolutely.
That's no good.
It's like Charlie Brown. I got a rock. You literally. Okay. So you were searching for a crackable branch, right?
Yes, I am.
You find a big branch, but not a crackable one.
Well, I'd like to tap it.
You tap the branch and realize that it's pretty freaking heavy.
Never mind, I'm gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna keep going.
What is the wizard doing?
Looking for the entrance to the powers.
I
Grognak
honestly have no idea.
Grognak gonna be serious. Grognak not know much, but Wizard not know much either.
It's very rude,
You think you
Grognak.
got that right there, Grugnak?
Okay.
Come
I
on,
like this
we
guy.
mustn't fight amongst ourselves.
You call this fighting?
That
Just
guy's
wait till you
right.
see what's gonna happen later.
That guy's right.
All right.
I'd like to roll my for perception just to see if I can see what's going on around me, just if I notice anything.
Go ahead and roll your d20 for perception.
I got an 18.
What you can see is shadows dancing from the leaves. You can see it as the sun passes through and the leaves blow with the breeze. Unsure what all the shadows are and what they mean, it becomes clear to you that you might be really deep in the woods and probably away from the safety of any local village.
Can I make an investigation check?
God,
Yeah, go ahead and investigate. Roll your d20 for investigation.
I got a 10. And is that a +6 as well? So a 16.
All right, you investigate and you realize that the shadows are starting to form shapes. They're not looking like branches anymore.
Oh.
You start to notice it looks kind of like seeing squirrels jumping tree to tree, but they look too heavy to be squirrels.
Interesting.
I just realized real quick there that I might have rolled an 18, but I also have proficiency in perception and I get a +5. So that was 23, actually.
You've seen a lot with that perception.
so I'm just letting you know, guys. I think we might be fucked. Excuse my
Yeah.
French.
I don't know
But,
where we're going.
It's not really looking good here. It looks like we're out in the deep into the forest here. I'm really not sure what we should do, but I think we really gotta find our bearings here.
Grognak got
Know where we
idea.
have to go.
Old Grognak
Yes,
got
Grugnak,
idea.
I think you should go for it.
I hit tree. Tree shake. Whatever in trees making shapes, they gonna fall Grognak
like that
smash.
idea. I like
I
that
mean-
idea, Grognak.
I'm just gonna say
This violence
he's
concerns
not
me.
he's not wrong. Hey, you know what? You gotta keep your mouth shut. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, I'd like to roll for intimidation.
What per se are we intimidating? Grognak, are you going to intimidate Grognak?
I'm intimidating the monk.
And roll for intimidation, I guess. Go for
All
it.
right.
D20.
I just wanted to keep his mouth shut. I got an 8 plus 1, so 9.
The intimidation is not going very well. More or less, you kind of slowly caressed his mouth with a finger and went, shh.
You be quiet.
It was really more of a
I think that would
persuasion
scare me more than anything. If he yelled at me, it probably would have scared me less.
All right. Is there a certain like path that we're following?
You're pretty much following Herschel's nose because, like I said, the magic trail is just seething from this area. It is a pretty high density of it, and him being a
Alright.
wizard in this game, in this homebrew, I'm allowing him to somewhat sense magical veins protruding out of areas.
All right. Well,
Show
I'm
us
gonna
where
use
the
my
magic is, boy.
sniffer. I'm gonna use my sniffer, and I'm gonna be a pointing dog and go towards the magic.
Can I
Grognak,
just ask, how does it look? What does it look like outside? Is it dark outside? Are we kind of midday?
it's midday, but to you guys, it's pretty dark. You're pretty deep woods right now, so it's pretty overgrown.
Okay.
For me, I am just gonna start ignoring you guys, march over to a tree, and I'm pretty much just gonna punch the
Start
tree. Alright, so I'm gonna roll and see what I get. 12. And then I'm just gonna throw. Pretty sure that's pretty much strength. That's pretty much attacking the tree, so it's 12, 16.
You really punched that tree.
Grognak's hand hurt. The second Grognak
Hey,
punched.
Grognak.
What was that?
Oh, sorry. Go on.
All right, the second Grognak punched the tree. A goblin fell out of the tree onto the ground, hitting itself really hard on its back.
Hey, you.
Grognak, how did you know that was there?
Hey, you guys. We were just following where you guys were going. You didn't have to knock us out of the tree. Obviously, you probably knew we were there anyway. What a waste of idiots.
Excuse me? What did you say to me?
I said a waste of idiots, you idiots. We were following the same trail you were following. God damn it.
So why are you following us then, huh? You don't know where you are? Why don't you go find your own way?
Actually, that's the issue. We don't really have a way. We're just we're lost too, honestly. But yeah, you guys are the idiots. You didn't have to knock
So
me
you know
out of the
what?
tree.
So you're gonna come at me, and you're following me, trying to find out where you're supposed to go? Ha! Sounds like a load of crap. Get out of here, you little runt.
Guys, Grognak has, suggestion. Hold. Grognak suggest
Grognak?
I stomp goblin facing. Huh?
Wait, now hold on
No,
a second here,
no.
Grognak. Just one second.
We can.
So wait a minute. I want to ask this goblin here. How many more of you are there right now?
That's on a need-to-know basis, honestly. Honestly, I don't even know.
I get closer and closer to the goblin, staring him down.
Three. Yeah, three. Definitely three.
Yeah, are you sure about that? Do you want to think again?
What's 3 plus 16?
Yeah, that's more like it. So, I want to ask you a question then. If you found us in these woods, how did that happen? Were you following us from the beginning? Or did you just get here now?
That's also a really good question. If you are looking at it from this standpoint, Yeah, we kind of followed you from the beginning, but you guys didn't really notice.
Nice. I knew my perception was pretty stupid. Thought I was smart.
Grognak got another question.
Go for it, Gregnack.
He said 3 plus some number, right? I'm really
Yes.
curious. Grognak want to know, what is 3 plus that number? Because I'm no good at math either.
Okay,
About
Gregnack.
19,
So
Gregnack.
well, you're actually wrong, but there's him plus 19, because he said there's him, and he said there's 3 others, and then another 16. So there's
You're
actually
right.
20 right now.
You're right.
Grognak
So
don't
let's
have
just-
fingers
let's
for
just-
this.
Let's just
Use your
get this
toes,
straight.
Gregnack.
Yeah. Gregnack, if you can't count that high, it's okay, buddy. Just, I'll be with you throughout this whole thing. I think you're kind of funny anyways.
Can I ask him if their mission is to hurt us and then insight check him?
Yeah, go for it. Definitely.
I got a 9.
All right. I mean, you can still
Oh,
ask the
yeah.
question. You're still open to ask the question.
Yeah. What's your mission? Why are you following us? Are you gonna hurt us? Are you trying to make us fail our mission?
So, our idea was, you're gonna go where you go, right? And our people, including, some of the humans and stuff, we came up with this idea, right? That you guys would get there, you would get what you're going for, and then we would kind of borrow it from you.
Oh, okay. Why?
Money.
Money.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Sir Goblin, are you the leader of this here Goblin pack?
If I was the leader, I wouldn't be a goblin. I'd be a human.
You're right. Can we talk to the leader? Is he in the tree somewhere?
So that's the other issue that we are dealing with, is why we are lost, is because they went ahead yesterday, and that's why I'm not 100% sure how many are still out there, because, yeah, they followed another group, and I don't know where that other group went, but they were following them, and you're following the same trail, so...
I want to make an insight check just to make sure he's not lying.
All right. Roll insight. Roll d20.
I got 5 plus 5, so 10.
To you feel like he is being pretty genuine on this.
I'd like to roll an insight check as
Okay.
well.
Go ahead.
That's a 21.
So, you
I rolled
realize...
a 20, but I rolled a 15, but I have a 6.
All right, so you realize the goblin's being pretty honest, because the way he's been answering the questions, it's obvious that he's just too stupid to lie. He's too afraid right now that somebody's going to intimidate him and cause him to, completely just shit his pants. So he's telling the truth.
Oh, so he's terrified.
Yes.
Nice. Hey, Gare kid. You look like you're about to take a little tinkle. What's wrong with you? You scared or something?
So I'm going to roll for an intimidation, and Grognak's going to stomp his foot right by the goblin's head. That is a 9 plus a 3. Grognak stomps, and the goblin just pretty much fetal positions himself and shivers.
Interesting.
Oh, come on now, Grugnak. You made him too scared to talk to us.
Grognak actually missed Goblin Head. It came close. It came really close. Grognak missed.
Grug, I know you missed. But now he's scared.
I did not miss. You guys, look at me. I have one eye. Grognak missed because he have one eye. If I had other eye, Grognak wouldn't miss.
While these guys are talking, I'm going to go behind the goblin who's in fetal position. and I'm gonna get down on one knee and kind of just examine him a little bit.
Yeah, go for it. Is it going to be any type of check for like perception or anything?
Well, first of all, I'd like to roll a stealth check because I want to eventually check his pockets. So I want to use sleight of hand to check his pockets.
All right,
So
go
I
for
want
it.
to roll a stealth roll first to see if I can kind of be avoided from everybody else.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
roll
Just
for
go ahead and roll your d20.
Stealth first. I rolled a 16 plus a 6, so that's 22.
You were very stealthy. You made it behind him.
Okay, so now I'm gonna roll for sleight of hand to go through his pockets real quick while he's down on the ground. Check his belongings. Oh, I rolled a 20. I rolled a 20 plus a 4.
Oh yeah, you definitely got deep in them goblin pockets. And
Can I take anything and pull anything out of his pockets?
yep, you shuffle around his pockets and you feel about 2 or 3 gold coin, and you also feel a piece of parchment. Do you decide to take them?
Decide to take them yet. 2
All right.
gold coins.
So you
And
find
one
that you
piece
have
of parchment.
yes. So you find out that you have 3 gold coins and a
Okay.
folded letter.
3 gold coins. Piece of
Open
parchment.
that there letter, partner.
Well, you don't really know right now, so I'm gonna keep to my own for a second. But while he's still on the ground, I'd like to roll for investigation just to see if he's wounded in any places, to see if he was maybe, like, if he was attacked or anything prior to kind of falling out of the tree while he was hiding.
Yeah, go for it.
I rolled a 14 plus a 3, so 17.
You realize that he probably at some point snapped one of his lower vertebrates in the fall. You're probably dealing with a crippled
So
goblin.
that's just happened recently?
Yes, from that fall, he hit his back pretty hard on a rock underneath him, and it looks like he might be crippled.
Hey,
Well, you guys are messing with the goblin. Oh, can I nudge Cream, or not Cream, or Herschel, I guess his name is, and see if he can point like where we need to go next?
Yes, you can.
That way. That way over there. Over yonder.
I want to start walking that way.
So Herschel points towards more of a clearing, towards a rocky mountainside that you can see. I'm gonna allow that for you guys to see that. That's not a perception. That's just it's clearing up so you can kind of see like mountains.
All right. Am I with the monk right now? Did I leave Grognak and
That's a good question. Did you?
yes.
Okay. So as you guys venture forth, we have Grognak and Old Dusty behind. I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to Grognak and Old Dusty for a turn, and then I'll switch back to you guys. So Grognak and Old Dusty, you're currently investigating the goblin for injuries, and you found that he has some, and Grognak is just being Grognak.
So
Oop.
Grognak saw Goblin fall. How many more goblins is around Grognak?
Dusty, are you there with us?
Yes.
Yeah, you're currently with me. They went ahead and moved ahead a little bit, so Grognak is investigating that goblin, wondering how many more goblins are possibly around you guys.
So I would like to I'll make a perception check then, just to see if I can notice anything around me, if I notice any extra goblins hanging around. Is that okay?
Go for it.
I rolled a 16 plus a 5, so 21.
You notice that most of the branches have pretty much stopped moving. You notice that where Herschel and Zahir went towards, there is rustling following behind them. So it looks like the goblins are moving forward and just continually following them to the entrance of wherever they're going.
Hey, Grognak, what do you think we should do here?
Honestly, Grognak feel like dick. I pick up Goblin and bring with us?
Well, why not? Hey, wait a minute. While this goblin's on the ground here, hey, Goblin, are you okay, man? I just kind of, I mean, not to be all weird and stuff, but I was kind of checking you over, and it seems like you have something, you got something broken here. Are you able to walk?
Hey, did you take something out of my pocket? My pockets feel empty. Also, I can't feel my legs.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say if you can't feel your legs, you're definitely not gonna feel your pockets. You know, I'd like to actually help you out with that.
So I'd like to roll a medicine check. See if I can do something for him.
Go for it. Yeah, definitely.
I rolled a 15 plus a 3, so 18 for medicine.
Do you have anything in your what type of inventory do you have for backpack wise?
Find that out. Equipment. Arrows, backpack, bedroll, clothes, crowbar, mess kit, rations, rope, tinderbox, torch, water skin.
So the issue being with that is
Maybe
it doesn't seem like you have anything that could provide use towards stabilizing this goblin.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, you find yourself unable to help him and are left with little option of either leave him there or move him along with you guys so something doesn't eat him.
Okay, can I make a quick perception check and see if there's any other goblins like in my immediate vicinity, or if they all left to go with everybody else?
So that was the last. Yeah.
Yeah. So did they all go with them? They
yes,
left us?
It's obvious that the goblins were following them. Like, they kept moving through the trees. So they were probably watching you guys for a second, said, well, that goblin's screwed. And then they just moved on.
Hey, Grognak, what do you think we should do here? We got two options. And realistically, I'm not opposed to either of them because I'm not going to be doing the heavy lifting. If you know what I'm saying. So, Grognak, realistically, I don't know what you want to do here, but we can be a nice guy. Goblin, sorry about this, but we can put you out of your misery. Or, Grognak, we can take him with us.
Grognak feel impulsed to say, I'd take Goblin with me. Also, Grognak
take Goblin
say...
with you?
Yes. Also, Grognak say, Goblin make pretty good clobbering weapon, too. I could clobber enemy with Goblin if we get overrun. Hey, I'm not really liking this idea. You're gonna let this big
shut
bastard...
Up. You don't have anything to say in this discussion.
I'd like to roll an intimidate check.
Go for it. Go for it.
14 plus 1, 5, or 15.
15. So Intuity, where's that at? I have to actually open the book. I've never done Intuit. Is Intuity on here?
Intimidation.
Oh, Intimidation. A 20? Yeah, the goblin done shit his pants.
See? Exactly. Shut the hell up. So, as you're saying, Grognak, go on.
I'm going to pick up Goblin. I take him where we go.
All right.
I use him to smash other goblins. Simple. Or...
So, while I have my intimidate check, I'm going to tell the goblin...
Hey, listen here. You're not going to say a single word about this conversation. And if you do, I'll slit your throat.
Well, trust me, mister. My lips are zipped.
Good, because if they're not, I'll take a torch out and I'll burn them closed.
The goblin makes a zipping motion towards his lips, and Grognak pretty much just picks him up with one hand. He's pretty lightweight.
All right, Grognak, let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's go follow them. I like your attitude, Grognak. I think you and I are going to be close friends.
Yeah, if not, I'll smash you with the goblin too. But we're probably going to be fine.
We'll see about that.
All right.
And we walk along with them.
So you catch up to Clammy and Old Cream. Old Cream or Clammy, if you want to take lead of what you guys are currently doing up ahead.
I'm gonna be checking out that stone wall.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and let you roll. What are you rolling for?
An investigation check.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll that investigation check.
20.
Okay, so you guys find yourselves at that stone wall, right? It's pretty smooth and stuff, but you guys, specifically Clammy, starts to discover that there is a pretty big sized gap that even an ogre could probably fit through. What do you guys choose to do?
Throw a rock in there.
You don't have to roll anything for that. You throw a rock in there and you hear clink, 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 splash, like it hit water.
I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and I'm gonna cast my cantrip light on the tip of it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna head right on in.
Alright, so he cast that light, and when he started heading inside the cave, you start seeing an aura of a blue pulse, kind of like a heartbeat, pulsing on the edges of the cave.
Hey, Grugnak.
Yeah?
Did you just see that guy light up his staff?
Grognak seen many things. Grognak do learn. Don't ask many questions.
I thought magic was banned in these kingdoms here. Alright. Well, carry on then.
Alright, so you guys are venturing forth into this cave system. So, you just have entered a very dark cave. Like I said, you see magic blue lights pulsating on the side. So pretty much Cream walked in and he casted pretty much a light at the tip of his, baffling Old Dusty, which is what was your name again? My bad. Davaris. And not really surprising Grugnak. Grugnak just shrugged it off like, oh well, shit happens. As you guys walk into the cave, it's pretty dark even with his light, so if anybody is opposed, you guys can continue going ahead, or you guys can start investigating the cave around you.
I'd like to roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Just to check out the cave around me.
Definitely go for that perception check. Roll your d20.
16 plus 5, 21.
Okay, so in front of you, you see a awkwardly carved out area with a oaken door actually there. It just seems really out of place. You also, to the right of you, see another opening on the other side of the cave that looks like it leads down even further into the cave.
I'd like to explain to the group what I just saw word for word what you just said.
Okay, go for it.
Hey guys, there's I think there's something down this hallway here. Not sure if we really want to check it out, but I think we should maybe head this way.
Do the pulsating veins on the walls go down the hallway as well?
Yeah, so you're going to notice that the pulsating lights are following that trail to your right of you. And in where the oak door is, there's really no pulsating blue lights whatsoever.
I'd like to touch that pulsating light vein.
Alright, so you approach the wall area where it's pulsating.
I don't know if you want to touch that, Cream.
Trust me, I've got an idea.
Cream,
Alright, Herschel, I'm not sure.
I want you to go ahead and roll your d20 for me real quick.
Alright. 18.
18. You touch it, and you realize that the closer your hand gets, the more of a shocking feel you get to it. Do you continue to touch it?
Get a little zappies on my fingies?
Yeah, pretty much like when you touch a handrail and you get that little static shock going.
Okay, I'm gonna pull my hand back, and then I'm gonna warn Grognak out. Grognak, don't touch the vein.
Now, what Grognak is hearing is don't touch vein. Grognak don't know how vein feel, though. So how did Grognak know that don't touch vein?
Grognak,
So
walk on carpet with socks on.
Grognak, do not wear socks.
Kind of figured.
I just want to make it quick. So, to the right is the door, correct?
Straight ahead of you is an oaken door, but if you turn to the right, you kind of see that trail, kind of almost looking like it's glistening off water and bouncing onto the walls, kind of. So, it's everywhere,
The
but
door is straight.
Herschel just touched
And
it with
then
bare skin, and Herschel started to realize that it's got that little zappy power if you touch it with bare skin.
So we got a door to the left, and then we got a hallway to the right where it's got the zappy stuff down.
Well, straight ahead of you is going to be the door. So straight ahead is an oaken door
Okay.
that's kind of like has no business being there, like no earthly business whatsoever, but it's there. And then to your right of you, you have
Okay.
more of a corridor.
I don't know
I
how you
say
guys
we-
feel about this, but I would say we can we could check out the door, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. That seems out of place.
I agree. I say,
Hey, Grognak.
Yeah?
Grognak. You see that door over there?
Yeah, door?
Yeah. Okay. Take the goblin with you. Go to the door. Knock on it, and see what happens.
Okay, so Grognak approaches the door, and I'm going to go ahead and roll for the knock. Grognak knocked on that door so hard he punched a hole into the door, pretty much. It cracked pretty good.
Sheesh.
Grognak, I wasn't asking for I was asking for a knock, but I mean, I guess a hole will do.
I approached Grognak a little closer, and I attempt to see if I can see anything through the hole in the door. So I think that would maybe be a perception check or
do you want my light?
investigation. Yeah, actually, I would like your light. If
All right.
I would like your light, actually, if I can do that.
Well, you have dark vision, don't you?
I do have dark vision, yes, correct. So I don't really need it. But then maybe the DM would give me proficiency on my check?
Yes, I will allow a check. I will.
Okay, so am I rolling for investigation or perception?
You are rolling for, I'm going to actually let you do a perception, because investigation, it's just a door, and unless you can actually see on the inside far enough into it, you wouldn't really notice much, so I definitely do the perception for this one.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 7 plus a 5, but want to give me proficiency on that for having the light? 'Cause that was a good idea from our mage.
I'll add it. I'll allow. So as you peek through the door of, you're peeking through where Grognak just smashed a hole in, right?
Yes, correct.
If you
So
guys
realistically, I guess I don't know how big this hole is, but
it's like eye hole shaped, kind of like you can peek an eye hole.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of like almost fist shaped, but it's smaller a little bit. It was just one of Grognak's knocks. Trust me, it wasn't a Grognak punch.
yeah.
So you peek through it. Have you guys ever watched Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you looking through the yeah.
You look through it, and somebody
Oh,
sticks a
God,
finger
you're
through
gonna
and
get-
pokes you in the eye.
What the hell was that?
Hey, y'all keep out of
man.
here. This is our room. This is our cave. Keep out of here.
Is what you hear from behind the door.
Can
Why?
I roll an investigation check to see if I can hear from the voice if they have like a certain dialect or accent?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
Would that be insight or investigation? Maybe insight, right?
It would be inside, I'm pretty sure. Yes.
10 plus 5 is 15.
You can tell that they're probably from the kingdom. It's a very common accent that you'd hear in that area.
So I would think I would tend to believe they're human, maybe, or would I tend to believe it's a goblin? Or
Human.
Human, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, if I can pipe
One
up,
thing I
guys.
think you should-
I know you told me to keep my mouth shut, but I'm pretty sure that's Thomas's voice behind the door. I'm just saying. Thomas, is that you? Is that you, Sharpie? Yeah, it's me. Get the hell out of here.
This doesn't seem like you and him are very good friends there, Sharpie. Stupid name.
I
Very
might
sharp, I'm pretty sure
have,
you're pretty blunt.
I might have killed his sister. It was an accident. I might have killed her.
Well, guess I can't really blame you there. You tend to do what you have to do.
Hey, you know what? It happens.
So...
You know what? I'm actually tending to like this Herschel guy now, too. I like our group. Everyone wants to kill. This is going to be
Pretty
fun.
good guys here.
Shut up, Herschel. You're senile anyways. You don't know what you're talking about.
So,
Who are you?
Grognak got idea. Alright, Grognak,
What is that, Grognak?
there is room.
Yes?
There is people in room.
Yes.
All right, I'm following.
Grognak
He's
smash.
gotten two things right. Grognak, I like your idea, but what we should do first, because there is a door, maybe we should open the door and then smash inside the door.
Another idea.
Now,
What do you think,
now,
Greg?
guys? Is that part of our mission, or do we want to follow Old Man Herschel to where we're supposed
Hey.
to go?
I'm all for it.
What are you thinking? Who is this guy chiming in? Sounds like a passive aggressive guy.
Grognak gonna
Just saying,
interject.
I just want to avoid. I want to avoid as many conflicts as I can.
Grognak
Well,
just say.
Then I suggest you turn around then.
Pointy
your
ears. Pointy ears, kind of a bitch.
I
That's
like what
right.
you're saying, Grognak. I'm gonna have to agree with him there.
I can't lie, that's true.
But one thing I'm
Now,
gonna have to say,
I'm
Grognak,
gonna dismiss.
maybe
I'm gonna dismiss what you've been saying, and I'm gonna reinsert that maybe we don't want to do this, but if you do, I'll be behind you.
okay. Listen here. Anything we say, you're not gonna take it the right way. So just shut up, sit in the corner, and don't say anything. All right?
You
Yeah.
have very violent, emanating moods coming off of you, and I don't really appreciate it.
Well, I'm sorry. I want to go cry about it. Not really
No need
sure
to
what else to tell you.
apologize. I wasn't. No need to apologize. I wasn't trying to out you. Maybe we should just go sit down and have a cup of tea.
I turn to the rest of the group.
I don't think this guy gets the meaning of sarcasm.
What's sarcasm?
Well, Herschel, I don't really know what to say, but I thought that was funny.
I'm gonna use acid splash on the doorknob.
Go for it.
Why don't we try opening it first?
It's locked.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Hold on. Another idea. Brilliant idea. Grognak, knock on door. Door make hole. Grognak, kick door. Door is hole. And he thought he
yes.
was the monk.
I run ahead of everybody and I open the door.
God damn it. Okay, everybody, roll initiative.
That's a D20, right?
Yes, you're gonna roll your D20. Everybody, go ahead and roll that D20 real quick.
Oh no.
16.
I got a 3 plus 4, so I'm 7.
All right.
I got a 21.
So you got a 16, 7, 21, and for Grugnak, a 14 plus.
So I'm last.
All right. So we're gonna have this is the part of the podcast, guys, where old Swiggity gets to do mathematician. So Herschel, you had the 16.
Yep.
We got old Dusty here as Devarius.
7. Baris.
We got Zahir as 21. And then we got
Sheesh.
Grognak as good old 15. Alright. So you burst down the door, or pretty much opened the door like a polite gentleman, unfortunately. Took the fun out of that. You open the door and you realize there's two bandits in the corner, and all of a sudden they're pulling swords out immediately, drawn on you guys, and it doesn't look like they're gonna back down. So the way we are doing this is first is gonna go Zahir. Next will go Herschel, followed by Grognak, followed by Bandit, followed by Devere, and then followed by another bandit. Alright, guys. So, starting with Zahir. Weren't you the one that rolled the... Yeah, you rolled 21. So, yes, Zahir, you're going to have the first attack. So, go ahead and decide what you're going to do in this situation.
So, I'm behind everybody, correct?
Yes,
like,
so there's
okay.
Yeah, there's two bandits. That's all you know at the moment. You have to target one of them. The way this is going to go, you got to target one of them. And that's the one you're going to fix yourself on until you say, I move to next target. If you move to next target, that is going to count as an action turn. So you're not going to be able to attack them. That's the way to make it kind of fair since we don't have a map in front of us. Alright, so...
Okay.
There's Bandit 1 and Bandit 2, as far as you know.
I can't do much when I'm behind everybody else. So I guess as an action, I'm going to go to the front of the group and target the first bandit.
Alright, I will count that as the action. You are targeted on first bandit. Alright. Following up, we have Herschel coming up to bat. Herschel, what is your decision?
Okay, I think I'm gonna cast Charm Person on the biggest bandit.
Alright, so, pick Bandit 1 or Bandit 2 is your option.
Which one's bigger?
Both are about similar in height. So I will say Bandit 1's probably like got 2 inches on Bandit 2.
At Bandit 1, I'm charming.
Go for Charm Bandit.
Yep. Do I roll for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually have you roll your d20 just to see if you can break through in his mind and do charm to him.
All right, I got 7.
All right. Well, you rolled for charm.
Is he targeting Bandit 1 or Bandit 2?
Bandit 1.
Bandit 1. Just because it's such a weird spell, I'm gonna have you roll for that one, like I said. And it's different because, like I said, we're on tabletop and it is homebrew. So you don't really charm him much. He just kind of gives you this funny vibe of, "What are you doing, bruh? What are you doing?" So it was a failed charm. Let me make sure it was failed. Yes, it was definitely failed. I rolled to make sure it was failed. Yes, it was a failed charm, but good attempt. Alright, next up, we have Grognak with the old Grognak smash. He is going to go towards Bandit 2, and I am going to just... I'm going to have to actually spend an action point instead of actually attacking. I'm going to have to set down that goblin. So I'm going to set down that goblin on the side. And we are going to move on to Bandit number 2. And Bandit 2 has got his sight on Grognak. And he is going to pull out his little rapier. And let's see if he hits. The bandit actually critically failed that roll. And dicing, how many damage are we going to go with? The bandit hurt himself, and for him it sucked. So bandit seemed like he done hurt himself. He was pulling it out, and he accidentally grabbed the sharp part of the sword when he was pulling it out and sliced it right through his hand, losing a few fingers on that. Alright, so moving next, we are gonna have Davir. Go for it. Davir, you there?
Sorry, thought you said someone else. Yeah. Bandit 1. I'm gonna unarmed strike him if he's in my vicinity.
Or Davris. I mean Dusty. Dusty's gonna be the one.
I was gonna say.
Dusty. Yoo-hoo, Dusty. Big summer blow at ya.
Hey.
There you are.
Okay, so I wanna have my longbow, and I'm gonna aim at Bandit 1, and I'm gonna attempt to shoot him.
All right, you are aiming at Bandit 1. Go ahead and go for it.
14.
You hit him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh. It is 1d8 plus 4. So, roll 1d8. I got a 7 plus 4. Sorry, 7 plus 4. So, what is that? 11.
All right, you shot him in the eye, and he just collapsed over dead. Bandit 1 is no more. All right, moving on. So since Bandit 1 is dead, with pretty much one shot straight to the eye, we are going to go back to Zahir. Zahir, you're currently locked on to Bandit 1, who is dead, so y'all will have to use action points to switch on to Bandit 2 unless you want to go ahead and start doing things with Bandit 1. Weird things.
Well, can I perception check and see if there's anything going on in the room
Yes, you can perception check too.
besides the fight?
Yes.
I got a 18.
18. You can notice that through the doorway, that blue light starts to hover into the room, pulsating throughout the room. Other than that, you notice the walls are kind of brickish. They're not cave-style walls, and you notice that they've kind of gotten overgrown with a little bit of plant life, and some stalactites have started to form on the ceiling of the room.
Oh, I want to stay away from those.
Yes. All right, so you roll for perception. I am going to count that probably as your action for that turn because you are...
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so next we are going to move to Herschel. Herschel, you are currently targeting Bandit 1, who is currently dead. You are going to need to use an action point to move on to Bandit 2, or vice versa. You can look around the room or do whatever you need to do.
I'm going to go search Bandit 1.
You're going to search Bandit 1. Copy that. Go ahead and... I need you to roll for search. I know that sounds weird, kind of, but just to figure out what type of things you're going to find. Can you give me a roll real quick for some numbers?
Yeah. Do I have any bonuses for that, or is it just the plain old number?
Just the plain old number you roll. You're gonna find something unless it's like lower than the number I'm currently thinking.
All right. I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7. You found 1 gold piece.
Heck yeah. One
God
whole
damn it.
farthing.
Herschel, what are you doing? We're supposed to be attacking these guys. Why are you searching the dead body? What are you doing?
All right.
I'm trying to pay for my farm.
Moving on to number 3, Grugnak. Grugnak is gonna roll to attack Bandit number 2 with swing and a miss. He swings the great axe over the bandit's head. The bandit ducks, and it is a Grugnak probably should have swung a little slower, so he probably could have targeted. So moving on, we have the bandit number 2 is going to swing towards Grugnak. He misses also. So we are moving on to Deveris. Deveris, it is your turn. What shall you do? You're currently targeting bandit number 1, so you're going to have to use a action point to move on, or you can do like the other 2 did.
I'm using my bow and arrow, and I'm going to shoot Bandit 2.
All right, I will
I have a
allow
question.
Right?
Go for it. Because that is ranged, I will allow for a ranged attack to move towards another one without using an action.
I have a question. Is it Deveris or is it just Varys?
Varys.
All right, go ahead and roll your d20 real quick. Let's get some numbers.
I got a 6 plus 6 to hit, so 12.
You got a 12. You hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, which is a D8 again. I rolled a 1 + 4, so 5.
Alright, so you pretty much hit him really freaking hard. Now you notice this bandit is like on his last leg. Like, this is like a dude that probably should be looking at the hospital and just isn't going. Alright, so moving on from that, we are going to go back to Zahir. What is going to be your next plan of action?
So Herschel's looting the body, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna hum to do my way over to the blue pulsating doorway.
Alright.
Away from combat?
Yeah, you guys got it.
Hey, where are you going? You say anywhere we go, you follow. You speak lies, monk.
I am only following what was told of me. I do not get caught up in the world of violence as you all do.
So, I just add, you're being a little bitch.
And a dick.
I mustn't
Thanks,
concern
Grognak.
myself to earthly words and meanings.
All right,
Sticks and
so-
stones may break my bones, but you guys are morons.
So he moves towards the door, and we're gonna
Show
move
up
on
tight.
to Herschel. Herschel, are you done booty picking this bandit?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast an acid splash on bandit number 2.
All right, go ahead and roll for an acid splash.
3.
Yeah, no, no. All right, so
Well,
we're-
was that plus your hit as well? You don't
I
have
don't know how
anything
to
to
do
add
that.
to plus your.
Do I plus my intelligence score? Like my plus 5
No.
or whatever for intelligence? What do I do?
You should have a hit DC as well for your spells. Do you not? Is that not how 5e works?
I don't know, Dungeon Master?
Because like for my bow, I have added all for my bow and my short swords and everything. It has plus a certain amount for DC that or like for hit that you have to have.
I don't think so. I don't have anything written at least.
well, right now we'll say he definitely did miss, even if there is an add-on to it. So you missed on
Yeah,
this one.
regardless.
We will get into that on a side note for later on. We'll discuss that after the
Gotcha.
episode. All right, so moving on, Grognak enters a rage, but it's not a typical rage that you see. A tear starts dropping down his eye in his rage mode. Nope. Grognak critically misses because there's too much tears in his eyes, and when he went to swing for his first shot, he hurt himself for 1 damage. God,
I'd like to make an insight check to see if the reason Grognak is crying is to see if it's out of laughter or out of sadness. You know, because sometimes you can happy cry and sometimes you can sad cry.
Go ahead and roll that.
What about Mad Cry?
True as well. 18 plus 5 is 23.
Something inside you tells you that Grognak is not crying for the bandit. He's crying for what he's about to have to do to him, which is going to be pretty brutal.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead. Gonna roll for that second action for the rage. Oh yeah, so Grognak definitely hits him this time. So a swing and a miss, followed up by, we're doing 1d12 plus 4. Oh, that would be a 15. He pretty much just slices this dude straight in half, guts hanging out and everything. That second bandit is dead, and the room is currently clear of any use of action points. You guys are free to move around and roleplay again.
I'd like
Hey,
to roll an
Grognak.
insight, or I'd like to roll a perception check to see if there's anything in the room, like a chest or wardrobes or, chests, etc., etc.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
8 plus 5, 13.
You realize that there's probably nothing else in the room other than a dead body and a dead body split in half and a lot of blood on the walls from that split in half.
Well,
a whole lot of blood.
What do you think there, Herschel? Were you gonna check his pockets again?
Too late. Grognak checked his pockets. Jack shit in them.
I'm gonna go give Grognak my hanky to wipe his tears.
I'd like to use sleight of hand just to check the pockets again.
All right, you can go ahead and slide a hand. I'm gonna have that conversation with Herschel while you roll.
14 plus 4, 18.
Thank you, Herschel. It means a lot. My job brings many joys and many sorrows. To have to take a life is a lot of burden that I have fun doing.
You get confused sometimes.
Oh, Grognak not confused. Grognak loved smashing. It's just smashing sad and beautiful in a way.
It's artistic. Very good.
You reach in the guy's pocket anyway, for Dusty. You reach in his pocket and you realize you're going on the one I just split in half, right?
Yeah.
He voided his bowels when he got split in half, and there's a lot of shit in there.
Ooh, poopy hand.
Yummy.
I'm not giving you my hanky.
So now I have shit on my hands?
Uh-oh. Stinky. Poo.
Hey, Grognak. Hey, Grognak. Hey, can you come over here for a second? I have a really hard question here. Okay.
No way, shit hands. You stay over there.
I'd like to roll a deception check.
I swear to God, if you say it's chocolate, the game's over. Roll for deception.
I'd like to roll a deception check.
Roll for deception check.
14 plus 3.
It's chocolate to me, if that's what you're going for.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Grognak.
Yeah.
Can you just taste this to make sure it's okay for human consumption?
Are you serious right now?
Grognak tastes it, and you just see
Grognak.
absolute despise in his eyes towards you at that very moment.
Grognak.
You start to see a tear start to form, and you're afraid that it might be rage, and it might not be. It just might be pissed.
Oh, Ranger, you made the poor Grognak eat shit.
Oh, man. No good. Grognak, why'd you fall for that? Come on, man.
You're a bad person.
Listen, Grognak never get chocolate, and most of the time it's just shit. At this point, Grognak used to it because that's just joke humans play on Grognak.
Hey, Grognak.
Well, at least was it good shit?
Hey, Grognak. If you ever fall for this twice, I feel sorry for you.
This is time,
Just
think
remember,
5.
you might want to keep track of this.
This time 5.
It's
I've got a whole
Grognak.
nother
We all
look
make
on it.
mistakes in the heat of passion.
Hey, Grognak. I think we should get out of here and move on to the next room.
All right,
I hope
so-
you really still have that goblin with you there, because he's gonna come in handy here soon. I can feel it.
So Grognak goes and picks up the goblin, and out the door. Yeah.
Yep, I think we've cleared everything in the
down the
room, right?
corridor.
Out the
Perception
door
checks,
of the
it's all
shit
good.
room we go.
Where's the monk?
Wait, I
As we
wanna
leave
come
the
with
room,
you.
Where's the monk?
I want to come with you. As they're walking out, I want to follow because I don't want to go down that. I don't want to go down that corridor by myself.
Well, you've already left the room, right? The monk's already left the room.
No, I was
beforehand?
just peeking. I was peeking down the hallway.
Let's just say the monk was
Okay.
kind of like cool kidding it outside the door with the foot up, propped against it, acting like he's all
Yeah,
sort
just
of
like-
badass.
Yeah. Or just waiting there more calm, just like, kind of with his like
Meditating.
fingers crossed, going yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Damn, pointy ears, a lot of use you were.
Yeah,
Says
I'm
the
gonna
one
have
that
to
ate
agree with that
feces.
guy. How would you know? You're outside.
You probably could smell it.
I don't think you have any room to talk either. It's all over your hands.
I go to slap him in the face with the shit on my hands.
Roll for it.
Now here we go.
This might be a player versus player
So for
soon.
dodge,
My unarmed
so for
strike
dodge,
is
what do I
+3.
roll?
Well, I would go against your AC, would I not?
Yeah,
would I
it
roll
would
against
be
your
an AC. Go roll
so
for
it's
it.
unarmed strike versus AC.
My armor class is 19.
Yeah, I definitely don't hit you. I got 7 + 3, so 10.
Swing and a miss.
I forgive you.
Well, I was gonna slap you in the face with that shit, but hey,
I wipe my hands all over the goblin that Grognak has in his hands.
Hey,
So now we have a shit goblin.
do you mind not wiping shit on me? Just 'cause dumbass literally ate it doesn't mean you have to wipe it on me.
I stick my finger in his mouth.
The goblin shuts up.
Looks like we're gonna have to start
Exactly.
calling
That's
him
what I
Shitty
thought.
instead of Sharpie.
Oh.
you got a
a
point
good
there, my
one.
friend.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do in this situation? Like I said, you already exited the room. There's nothing left behind there. All there is that corridor or back outside where you guys came from. But back outside doesn't...
Wait.
In your back of your heads, you know going back outside doesn't produce freedom like you guys want.
Hey guys, I think we should go back down the hallway here. I know if we go outside, it might be nice and looking safe, but let's say F it and go down the corridor.
I agree.
I'll go wherever the wizard suggests we go.
Grognak does not want to be prisoner again.
I say we follow
Grognak,
these.
you're not going to be a
freaks.
prisoner when you're with me. What freaks are we following? I knew this guy had demons in his head.
I walk down the tunnel first.
Alright, so you make your way down the tunnel and you start to realize it curves left. It makes another left. And it's kind of like a straight hallway right in front of you again, so...
So it was to the right, and now is it basically continued straight now after
Alright,
it
so-
went to the left?
Hold on, let me look at my map real quick. Alright, so you went down the hallway, right? So you went down the hallway to, like,
To
when
the
you enter
right,
it's to
yeah,
the
from
right,
the
but
entrance.
technically from that door it's going to be to the left, right? So you go up the
Left,
hallway,
yeah.
you took a left,
Yeah.
you guys are going to take another left, and then you're going to
Yeah.
take another left, which is, like, going kind of, like, straight again.
Straight to where basically behind the door, kind of.
So you guys enter a hallway, and you kind of hear, you know, a little bit of, like, somebody's, like, you know, pockets jangling like this up ahead.
Stop right here.
Guys, I
Hold
think
on.
I think we hear something.
I'd like to roll for stealth,
Roll for
just
stealth.
to make sure we're all kind of covered.
I'd like to do that too.
I got 14 + 6, so 20.
Yeah, you're stealthed.
I got a 20 as well.
You are stealthed. Alright, boys, so both of you are in stealth-prone mode. Other than that, Grognak can do nothing but move forward or move back, like, you know, a pawn in chess. So, Herschel, what do you want to do?
I whisper to Grognak, stay back, guys, stay back and stay down.
All right, I'm gonna crouch down and I'm gonna cover up my light on the end of the stick with my hand.
Okay, that's
With your
good.
straw hat.
So, you cover up the light, and you just hear some voices. Did you see that? I wouldn't even worry about it. Honestly, it's just nothing. There's a lot of trickery lights going on here with these blue lights flashing up and down these hallways. I wouldn't worry about it much. You're probably right, man.
Hey, you guys gonna... we're gonna move forward. I think the rest of the gang moved forward.
Is that Sharpie talking?
That is not Sharpie talking.
Oh, so Sharpie's not talking, right?
No,
Because
it sounds
ever
like
since
another goblin up ahead.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not sure what we got up here, but it sounds like we have at least 2 people talking, and then we have 1 goblin. So I'm thinking right now we have 3 hostiles up above. What are you guys thinking?
Can I attempt to like? Never mind.
I agree.
3's the number after 2, right?
Yes, Grognak.
Okay. Hey, Grognak, what we're gonna do here, you're gonna stay down for a second, but what's gonna happen is I'm gonna try and move up a little more ahead. I'm gonna see what I can see. If I can't see anything, I'll come back, and then we're all gonna charge and smash. You copy?
All right, so Grognak goes in for going prone too, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll for stealth. As Grognak slightly goes down, Grognak rips a almighty of shitterous of farts. It's pretty loud. It kind of echoes.
Oh wow.
Nice. Nice one, Grognak. That was pretty
There's like,
smooth.
okay. Hey, quick, mage, if you can. Or it's like wizard. I know something. Like, say if you can do something to, or like cover that.
I'm gonna cast a minor illusion way down the hallway to replicate.
You could make it. Yeah, you could make it sounded like it was behind them.
Yeah, make it sound like it's behind the enemies.
I know I heard something. There's no way. I was telling you, there's somebody down there. I saw a light.
I can smell that light too, if that's what that was. Woo!
And you hear footsteps start to approach. Mage, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast a minor illusion to replicate a fart from one of the men. A really loud fart.
Alright, cast it. And I'm not going to make you roll for that because, you know, we're not in an actual action, so I'll just let that one. It works, and one of the guys just lets out just the mighty of a fart in the other end. Oh my god, is it really you? Was that you? I didn't do it, man. I swear to God, I didn't do that.
It's nasty. All I smell is shit. Shit. Why do you have to do that? You're like literally 5 foot tall, and I'm like ass height. Why would you have to do that to me?
So now while they're talking, I'd like to slightly creep forward because it sounds like they're distracted enough. So, do you want me to roll
follow
again
him.
for stealth to try and go after them, or like to move up? Do you want me to roll again for stealth, or do you want me to sit with the roll that I had?
You can sit with the roll you had.
Okay, so we both had 20s then.
Yes.
So I'd like to creep forward more to see what I can see, kind of get to a better vantage point.
Yes. Go for it. And you guys get closer, and you're pretty sure that you're about 8 feet away from whatever targets you guys have been hearing talking. They're not walking around with any light whatsoever. The only light you do see is a goblin holding a match, but he's holding it the wrong way, so it's, you know, further down the tunnels where it looks like they're starting to head.
So we both have night vision up to 60 feet.
Yes.
So I think I'd like to roll for perception
Go for it, yeah.
to see what I can see. 18 plus 5, 23.
Alright, so you can see 2 humans about the same size and a goblin in the front with, again, the match. And it looks like they're starting to turn and head down the other hallway. You can also, you can see that the walls are not, it's like the wall from the other room. It's not like a cave anymore. It's more of bricks and old mortar, kind of cracked and falling apart. And there's water dripping from the ceiling. It's pretty much, as you moved on from a cave to like almost old ruins.
Guys, I think we're moving into some ruins here. I don't know what you think, but does anyone else see if they can see anything? Because I think we should maybe kind of stay back a little bit, see what's going on with these guys, and then just wait it out.
Grognak is kind of baby crawling up to you guys on knees and hands to get up there. And I'm going to roll perception. Yes, perception for Grognak.
Grognak don't really see shit. What are you guys saying?
He yells that pretty loud.
Grognak, shut up. Just a little bit.
Oh,
Hey,
my bad.
hey, monk. Is there anything you see up above, or what's going on?
Oh my! I rolled a 26. Do I see anything?
Monk? Yes, you definitely see something. You see
Did
pretty
you
much...
roll like a natural 20 then?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
rolled a
dude.
natural 20.
He had to. This dude
So
literally
he sees
just rolls 20s.
everything.
Everything's
He sees
20s.
everything. So
So
what does he see that I don't see?
y'all see the same thing, honestly. So same thing, you know, you see them actually starting to move away and walk away. They're kind of cautious. They definitely feel a presence behind them, but they're still moving away.
I'm gonna cast a minor illusion, and I'm gonna try to whisper into one of the person's ears. I fucked your mom.
Roll for an I fucked your mom. I'm gonna make you roll that one, just because I want to see if it actually makes it.
All right, rolling. I got a 2.
Yeah, you
I'm
you
gonna
pretty much
guess
said
it
I fucked
yells
your
in
mom
our
out of your
ear.
mouth.
It's an echo.
Wasn't even an echo. It's just I fucked your mom. She sucked me good and hard through my jorts.
But
Oh,
by
that's
accident, you
roll.
yelled it instead of just said it. You yelled it.
I fucked your mom. Shit lips.
Shit lips.
Wow.
They
because I
around.
noticed that.
They noticed that. They turned
Yeah, I was
around
just
and they're
about to
drawing
say.
their weapons right now. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, fuck. Damn it! This is why I wanted to get a get up on them.
I tried to get them to start some infighting. All right, I got a 7 plus
Oh,
8.
18 plus 4, so 22.
I got a 15.
So Deviri, whatever your name, Devirus, you got what? Devirus, you there?
Sorry, I got 18 plus 4, 22.
22. What did you get, Zahir?
15.
15. And then I'm gonna go ahead and calculate mine real quick. Sanity plus 1. That dare to be an 18. I'll take that. And let me go ahead and pull this one out of the book real quick, because I already had it down. Alright, so let me go ahead and roll for them. Alright, so it looks like what we have here is Devirus is going to be 1, followed by Bandit number 1, followed by Grognak, followed by Zahir, followed by Goblin, followed by Herschel, and then followed by Bandit 2. So, starting off this battle, you have one Goblin in the hallway. They're side by side, so you can literally just walk up to one of them and claim it as your target. You have Goblin 1, followed by Bandit 1 and Bandit 2. So go ahead, and for Devirus, you're going to choose your first target, or you can go ahead and do some actions.
Which one's the closest one to me? Bandit 1, Bandit 2, or Goblin? That's like the very closest.
For you, it's going to be Bandit 2.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot Bandit. Like, how close is he? Is he like right beside? Like, he's 8 feet. You said, right?
Yeah, they were like 8 feet in front of you, 8 or 9
Can
feet.
Can I? 8 feet. Okay, I'm gonna shoot him with my longbow.
Okay, you're shooting Bandit number 2 with your longbow. Go for it.
14 plus 6, 20.
You hit.
Okay, D8.
Is that? Yeah, it's not nat 20 though. So go ahead.
4 plus 4, 8.
8. All right. You hit him pretty bad. He's pretty messed up.
This is Bandit 2.
This is Bandit 2. All right. So now we are gonna go to Bandit 1 is going to turn towards where Bandit 2 is, and he's going to actually go towards Daviri, the attacker, the person he saw with the bow. So, Davirus, you are being targeted by Bandit 2. He spent that action point to approach you, so you are safe at the moment. Moving on is going to be Grognak. Grognak is going to move towards Bandit number 2.
So is he between me and Bandit 2?
Yes.
Because Grognak was like right beside me.
Yeah, so Grognak is targeting Bandit 2 without using action points because it's right up on there. He is going to swing. If he doesn't swing good, you might want to duck. He hits. Rolling a d12. And he kills Bandit number 1.
Bandit 1?
Yeah, number 2 was the one that was further away. You hit. Bandit 1 approached you. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Bandit 1 approached you because you hit Bandit 2, making you the target. Grognak swung at Bandit 1, killing Bandit 1. Pretty much just blast him in the head with the axe. And so now we have Bandit 2 and Goblin alive. Moving on, we are going to Zahir. Zahir, you have between Bandit 2 and Goblin 1. They are away from you, so take an AC point to move towards them. Otherwise, you can do something else.
Can I hustle towards the goblin just in case he tries to run away?
Yeah, that's an action point, approaching the goblin. So you approach the goblin, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you approach the goblin using 1 action point to get near him. Alright. Now we are moving on to Herschel. You have between Goblin 1 and Bandit 2. Herschel, you there?
Shit, I was muted. My bad.
Yeah, dementia. I know.
Yeah. I'm gonna acid splash that goblin right in the face.
Okay, going for an acid splash to the goblin, right to the face. Go ahead and roll for that.
19.
You hit him like a mofo. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's see here.
Thank God. I thought you were gonna roll bad and hit me with it.
I know. Acid splash is a 1d6. That. I got a 3.
Alright, you splashed him with some acid and screwed him up a little bit. Alright, moving around. Now we have Bandit number 2 is going to pull out his bow, and he is going to shoot towards Grognak. It will be Grognak for who he shoots towards. Am I right? Out of 4. Yes, it is Grognak. Yeah. Alright, so he goes ahead and rolls for Grognak. 13 plus... Mother... Okay. Okay, that's how it is. That's how it's gonna be. Alright. So it's 5 damage to Grognak, which Grognak is kind of hurt right now. Not horrible, but he felt that. Alright, so switching back around, Davirus, it is your turn again. Davirus, you there?
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to shoot we have how much the goblins left, right? The goblin and the bandits are still here?
Yeah, 1 bandit, bandit number 2, the one you shot in the face almost, and you screwed him up pretty bad. And then you got Goblin 1, which got splashed by Herschel.
How does he look compared to Bandit 2?
Goblin's a little better than Bandit 2.
Okay, I attempt... But the Bandit 2 is in front of me, right? No, he's in front of Grognak, who's in front of me.
No,
so I probably don't even have a clear
Bandit 1
shot
was
on
the
him.
one in front of us. We wiped him. Bandit 2 was further away. That's the one you shot with the arrow. So he's still... wait. He approached Grognak. Yes, you are right. He did approach Grognak, so he is in front of me right now.
Okay, so I attempt to shoot the goblin, but I want to shoot him in the leg and not kill him. I don't want to kill him, but I want to basically disable him from going anywhere.
Are we
You know what I
disabling
mean?
all the goblins, like letting the goblins survive but killing all the humans?
Well, maybe. I'm gonna shoot, but I want to try and shoot the goblin so he's not able to do anything.
Go for it.
You know what I mean?
Just go ahead and roll your d20, and I'm also going to have you. Let's see what I can put onto it. You're gonna roll d20, right? And you're going for the leg. So you're gonna roll 1 to make sure the attack hits. The next one you're gonna roll is for a perception check, and it's pretty much you're aiming down and trying to perceive where you're gonna hit your target at. If you roll good with that, you will hit his leg. If you do not, you're hitting the goblin alone.
So do you want me to? Okay. So do you want me? Yeah. Okay. Roll the hit first.
Yep.
Okay. I got a nat 20. Nat 20 plus, I think it's plus 6. Yeah, plus 6, so it's 26. It's nat 20 though.
All right.
To hit. Perception check. You want me to roll perception as well?
You know what? Go ahead and roll the damage. Just go for it. Go for the damage.
Nat 20. So are we gonna go 2 d8s then?
2
How
d8s.
How are you doing damage?
Yep. Double the score.
2.
Any score nat 20's doubled.
Oh my god. I got 4 and 7 plus 4, so I got 11.
All right, so you
damage.
Blasted the
Sorry, 15 damage.
The arrow kind of worked like a guillotine to the goblin's leg. It went through the leg. The leg kind of stood kind of fell over, and the goblin fell over because he was missing the leg, right? Well, he fell over right onto where the arrow was protruding through the leg. The arrow went through the goblin's eye and out the back of his head when he fell over. That goblin is good, and it was a fucked up death. It really was.
He's dead, so I killed him? I
Happy Tree
didn't want
Friends
to kill
type
him,
shit.
though.
You blasted his
I didn't
leg
wanna
off.
kill him.
You blasted his leg off. It went through the leg. The leg fell off, right? But there was the arrow still sticking out of the leg when it fell over, right? He fell onto the arrow, went through his eye, and out the back of his head. You overpowered that shot.
God damn it. Sorry, guys. I guess I just don't know my own strength.
Alright, so moving along, we have, let's see where we're at. Grognak swinging on bandit number 2. So Grognak goes ahead and swings. It is a miss. Grognak misses bandit number 2. So we are moving along. We have Zahir. Zahir, it is your turn to choose your next actions. Can we get a Zahir in the chat? You muted?
Oh, yeah, here. Sorry. I was looking at my bonus action. The second bandit's dead, right? Or not dead. Grognak missed, correct?
Grognak missed. The second bandit is still alive.
Then I guess I'll target him.
Go for it. What are you swinging with? Your bow staff?
Can I hit him, or do I just have to target him?
You're right next to Grognak, so you can hit him right at the moment.
Okay, then I'll just hit him with my quarterstaff, which is 1d4 plus 5.
Alright, so go ahead and roll, see if you
It
hit.
hits for 2, and I get a bonus that hits for 3.
So go ahead and roll your d20 real quick, see if it hits.
17.
17, you hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
2.
2. He is currently dead. He is amongst the deceased. Everybody's completed the battle. The action points are no more right now. You guys are free to roam within this cave area and move forward with your quest.
Good work, guys.
Grognak feels obligated to say, I'm sorry for sucking.
No problem, Grognak. I tried to make a mom joke.
I'd like to roll for sleight of hand to see if I can check their bodies.
Oh yeah, go for it. Go ahead and roll your d20.
8 plus 4, 12.
You don't find anything of value on them other than the clothes they are currently wearing. and that's not really much of value either.
I'm gonna
Okay, so I
search
leave
the
the stuff.
room.
You're going to search the room?
I'm gonna search the room.
No, go ahead and roll your d20.
All right. Got a 4.
You notice nothing out of the ordinary of what you've already seen. The brick walls, the pulsating blue light, the water dripping, and 3 dead bodies, 2 human and one goblin. That's about it.
Just normal stuff. All right.
Now I want to ask a question. Is there any way I can retrieve my arrows?
Yes, actually, yes. I forgot to tell you that. You need to make sure you're retrieving arrows off the body. So if you're keeping track of how many arrows you use, just make sure you add them back on.
Yeah, I am keeping track of how many arrows I'm using. So that's why I'm wondering when I'm actually shooting these guys and doing kind of these sleight of hand checks and whatnot. I'm wondering if I'm retrieving my arrows or if I'm just.
So as an apology
do
for
I have
before,
to? Should I roll something? Should I roll something different to retrieve my arrows?
how many
Maybe
arrows
like an
did you use in this
acrobatics
battle?
check or something like that?
How many arrows
That
did you use? 2?
the first battle I used 2, and then this battle I also used 2.
So
I'm.
say in this battle as an apology from the DM, I'm going to give you the full stack, but for this battle it's -2. So whatever your full stack -2 is, you don't need sleight of hand. You will see the arrows. What you need to do is say I'm going to retrieve my arrows, and then instead of saying sleight of hand, I'm going to have you just roll the d20, say I want to remove the arrows, which is technically sleight of hand, so you are right. Sleight of hand.
Well,
if it doesn't work,
yeah, you could do it. Yeah.
If it doesn't work at a certain number that I have in my head, you could possibly break an arrow. So in this situation, what do you roll, 12?
Yeah, for that I did.
So you roll a 12. So you found one of your arrows is impossible to get out, the one that you shot straight through the goblin's skull, but the other arrow you were able to get back from the human.
Okay, so the last battle, did I retrieve any arrows then? From my last battle?
From the last battle, that was the apology one, so you went back up to your full stack.
Okay, so I'm only down 1 arrow then.
And as an apology to the audience, I'm sorry, Grugnak completely forgot to put down the goblin during the fight, which, Grugnak completely missed during that whole entire fight, so it's not a huge blunder, but it was an apology on my behalf as the DM for not putting down the goblin for Grugnak. So, apologies.
Maybe that's why he didn't hit, is because the goblin was right on him.
Exactly.
It was throwing off his balance.
Yeah.
All right, so moving forward in this system of caves, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to keep going forward or what?
Let's keep
What do
following
you
them.
guys think? But I think we should go forward more.
I think we keep following these streaks.
Grognak agrees. Let's keep moving.
So you guys continue to move throughout the cave system. You take a left, and then you take a right, and then you take another left, and you start noticing some torches along the way, kind of like a trail of, like you see like 2 torches, and then you see a goblin at the end of this tunnel holding a torch.
I'm gonna minor illusion him, and I'm gonna jump scare him with the ear. I'm gonna go.
Oogly boogly.
Hold on. Before the wizard, or whatever he is, does something again, Wizard, you are not allowed to tell anybody you fucked their mother, because last time you did it, you wanted to be a whisper. It was not a whisper.
I understand that. No more of that.
Hey, Grognak. Saying the guy who went to go squat and did a stealth move and he almost shit himself.
You got that right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair. You got me there.
Sorry,
yeah, I'm gonna try to
didn't mean
scare
mind
the.
you obvious.
I'm gonna scare that goblin.
All right,
A little
roll
bit.
your d20.
16.
Are you rolling for Intimidate, or what are you rolling for then?
Just to cast my spell. I think.
All right, so
Pretty sure it would go against their armor class. What? If it was a move with a spell to hit.
I want you guys to go ahead and roll initiative again.
11 plus 4, 15.
Zahir has an 18.
Zahir is 18. Davirus is what again?
15.
I got a 18. I got an 18 plus 1, so 19.
19 to Herschel. 6 to Grognak. And as the goblin sits and quivers, he demands that his pet wolf run out and attack. So we're going to pull that stat out of my ass real quick, because I don't have it right in front of me. My bad as a DM for not having the stat right there. But the wolf...
Is this Sharpie's, like, wolf?
No, this is the goblin that you just scared. It's one of his pet wolves.
Okay.
And that's it, though. That's all you got to fight. He intimidated the goblin. The goblin kind of just, like, ran off. And the wolf is his pet. So, alright. So, going first, we have Herschel. Followed by Zahir. Followed by... Davirus, followed by Wolf, and then followed by Grognak. So, go ahead, Herschel. The wolf is right in your presence, in our presence, kind of. Go ahead and roll for the initiative. Or, not initiative. Go ahead and roll for attack or do your actions.
Okay, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion again, and I'm going to create an image of a lion right in front of us to the wolf.
You're creating an image of a lion to the wolf, right?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and I want you to roll for this one just because it sounds like something of a larger spell.
16. The lion can only be in a 5 foot by a 5 foot cube. It can't be larger than a 5 foot cube.
Alright, so you do create a lion. It is an illusion though, so it intimidates the wolf. I will say that, but it doesn't do much more than intimidate it. So the wolf is not backing down from that. So next we have Zahir. Go ahead and choose what you want to do.
I'm curious to roll animal handling and see if I can pet it. But I'm scared.
Definitely go for it.
So as a bonus action, as a bonus action, can I unarmed strike secondly because it's a bonus action?
I'll allow.
How far
All right,
away
so
are we up to this animal?
It's pretty up close. It tended to back off just a little bit for that
Like
lion.
within 5 feet or like closer?
I'd say you'd be able to swing on it. You might be.
So for my
So it's
animal
probably within 5
handling.
feet then.
Now, if you do back up and you choose to shoot with a bow, I will allow it. But if you do approach a creature that's far enough away, or what was it? If you're moving targets, you have to use an action.
Okay.
So for my animal handling check is 18. Am I allowed to wait for him to respond and then attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if your animal handling did work. It seemed to somewhat calm down the wolf. You calmed it down slightly.
Am I like petting it and being all lovey to it, or is it just like not snarling anymore?
I wouldn't pet it. I wouldn't do that. But I would say it is a
All right.
little more timid than it was aggressive a second ago. Still aggressive, just a little less.
Then I'm gonna wait for someone else to attack it while I'm distracting it.
Yeah, okay. So, moving up is Davirus. It is your turn to go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, so if I notice him somewhat like making the animal distracted and it kind of maybe being keen to him,
Yeah.
I'd actually like to roll for animal wisdom as well.
All right.
Or
roll
sorry,
for,
animal handling as well.
Yeah, roll for it, definitely.
that's not a good roll.
What?
4 plus 3, 7.
It's still distracted by him, and you really didn't do much to, it's more, staring towards Zahir than even bothered by you.
Okay.
Alright, so, that, I said that was going to count as a bonus, so if you want to do an action in this turn, or do you want to take a chance of, killing it or not? It's up to you.
I'd like to pull out my short sword. Now, I'm not sure if I can actually dual wield or not here. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Yeah.
But I did start off with 2 short swords, so I'm gonna pull out my short swords and get into a defensive stat. So if he maybe does attack me, I want to be kind of at an advantage, if you know what I mean.
All right. That is that going to be your action then?
That is going to be my action.
All right. Moving on, we have Herschel. You already went, right?
Yes.
All right. Cool. We have the wolf attacking, possibly. Swing and a miss. The wolf still seems to be kind of timid. It kind of snarls a little bit and nothing much. It's just, doesn't really care. Moving on to Grugnak, the king of the Smash. Grugnak sees that you guys are petting an animal, so I will use Grugnak's animal handling too. So let's see if that works. 10. It is still infatuated more with Zahir, but it is not really. They didn't really care what Grugnak did, so Grugnak will also take the defensive. So we are going back to Herschel.
All right. I'm gonna create. You know what? Let's see here.
Hey, I'm not sure what would be going on here, but I think a really good idea would be maybe, because we've all tried to really tame this thing, would be to maybe give it a partner, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna create a minor illusion to make a female wolf.
A very seductive female wolf, might you say.
Okay.
Grognak got a question. Did you check for a dick?
No, you can't fuck the wolf.
I'm not trying to fuck it. I want to know does it have a dick.
Grugnak has a point.
I'm
Maybe
just-
it's lesbian though. We're not
Discriminatory.
Yeah.
I'm just willing to bet it's a dog. A dog, you know what I mean?
He also has a point. I've seen dogs hump each other.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make it a dog. Set it over.
All right, go ahead and roll for it. See what you do.
I got a natural 1.
The wolf turns to you, absolutely pissed and livid, and takes an attack of opportunity upon you, Herschel. For he rolled a. Does an 18 hit?
Against my armor class?
Yes, against
Yep.
your armor class. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yes.
Let's go
Yes,
ahead.
it does.
Definitely does.
Let me whip this little book open. For once, I'm not getting damaged, and I like the sound of that.
Uh-oh. Oh, Herschel might be expended.
Okay. If it says.
Uh-oh.
Doing a pause break to go through stats. Give me 1 second.
We're taking a pause break.
We
I'm gonna
don't
some
even
eat.
dance.
Alright, so we're pause breaking this real quick, boys. Alright, guys, so sorry about that pause break. We were figuring out how much HP Herschel had. Hey, Herschel, in your voice, can you tell me how much HP did you have?
8 hit points.
And, Herschel, what would exactly an 18 do to your character?
That would completely obliterate, somewhat kill my character. Yeah.
And Dusty,
You
in
would,
your Keanu Reeves voice, what does an 18 do to somebody that half their health is, 16 or double their health 16 and an 18? What would that do again?
Well, I'm pretty sure that means he went from a human who was living to a fine mist of red. So, the definition is he's fucking dead.
Yes, and that is exactly the words I was going to use. He is fucking dead, unfortunately. As a DM, I hate to do this. I feel like Survivor when you put out the torch at the end of every episode for your character. But like I said, I'm going to ask you to just go ahead and roll 24d6 later on after the game is over. I didn't think it would hit that hard, but the wolf decided differently, and he's re-rolling a new character with that 24 six-sided die.
Son of a bitch.
But we will definitely work along with him to make his character a little. I'm not saying I'm fudging some scores. We're not fudging any scores whatsoever, but I will be able to help. We will help him a little bit more in a character setup to be a little more proficient. Even if he wants to be a wizard again or whatever he wants to be, he will come back probably a little stronger the next time. But Herschel, fortunately, I'm going to ask you to mute your mic for the rest of this little episode and probably a little bit into the next episode too. Whenever we come back, you'll mute it for a little bit, but you'll be back. I promise you.
Yeah. It's all right. Happens to the best of us, I guess. I can just leave. I gotta go anyways.
All right.
Can I make a little anecdote here before Herschel leaves?
Oh yeah, and Herschel, do you have any final words that he said before he died?
Well, you step outside, you risk your life. You take a drink of water, you risk your life. And nowadays, you breathe, you risk your life. Every moment now, you don't have a choice. The only thing you can choose is what you're risking it for. That's my final words.
And
So
he's
this
dead.
is what happened. This is exactly what he said before he tried to tame the wolf.
I'm risking it for the wolf babies.
He's like, I'm gonna give that wolf some poon, and it just turned completely around.
And then the wolf literally just pounces on his body and chews him right in the jugular, rips his neck into
Rip
like
my
5
esophagus
pieces,
out.
and Herschel is now dead.
I think that wolf might have decapitated me, like a samurai sword. Or something.
So as I'm standing there watching,
Holy shit.
Holy.
I can't believe that actually just happened.
now who's the next in the initiative?
So here, you're next.
Wow, I didn't know that the inside of a human looked
Here,
like that.
If you just seen that, if you don't attack this guy right now, or you better make sure if you try to animal handle this that you don't cuff, or else you're screwed.
No,
So good
no,
luck,
I'm
bud.
gonna punch it.
All right. So if you're attacking, go ahead and roll for the attack.
The monk's gonna punch a wolf, eh? Oh,
I got a 23.
I thought you were so passive.
He got a 23. Oh shit! All right, go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, 1d4 plus 5. That's an 8.
You did 8.
Yes.
Awesome. You injured the wolf pretty
And
good.
then and then if I do an unarmed strike, I get a second punch as I'm going in as a bonus action because of my martial arts.
Okay, go
shit.
for it.
And the second one's worth 2, if it matters.
Oh, so it already took out 2, also, or?
So it's 10
Oh,
basically.
yeah. Did you roll for that? Your
Yeah.
damage?
And yeah.
What did you say you rolled? Did you roll already? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 8 plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled
Yeah.
a 10?
8 plus 2. It's a 10.
All right, so
Yeah.
you got your vengeance on the wolf. You pretty much like took your staff, hit it by the jaw, and when his head came up, you took your fist and just pounded it to the top of the skull, killing the wolf. Congratulations, you killed the wolf. And that, folks, is where we're gonna end our session.
Can I, quickly beforehand, I really want to make a sleight of hand check, and I want to rifle through Old Cream's pockets.
I'll allow it.
No, that's just disrespectful, man.
What do you?
I got a 14 plus 4, 18.
18. Well, when Cream comes back, ask him what he had on his character, because congratulations, you have it. You also found that he defecated himself also when he died.
Hey, Grugnak.
What?
And this is where we're going to leave it for the next episode.
Yes, guys. So thank you for joining some Dumbasses and Dragons. I hope the audio went through perfectly fine. I imagine it did. And if it didn't, well, fuck me then. Thank y'all for joining. If anybody wants,
Herschel will be back.
Yeah, a different person will be back. And thank y'all for joining us today. And everybody say goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Or if you are listening to us on Spoofy, Spotify, make sure you hit that follow button. Adios, guys. See you later.
Follow us.
Bye.
Follow us.
Bye.
Bye.